You have never seen these animals looking like newborns. Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Reality Binge. In today's video we're going to talk about you have never seen these animals looking like newborns. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Furthermore, there are 3 things you can watch indefinitely: fire, water, and animals. The lives of our 4-legged pals are fascinating and varied. They can be so lovely that you simply want to stop doing whatever you're doing and pet those tiny fluffy fellas all day. I adore animals and so do we, but in today's video we'll talk about newborn animals who are beyond adorable. I'm looking forward to seeing the pandas shortly. Pandas are, without a doubt, the nicest animals on earth. Pandas live their whole lives as youngsters, regardless of their age. Their clumsy conduct is obvious, but what about the panda babies? The circumstances of a panda's birth are severe to say the least. A female's pregnancy can last anywhere from 3 to 5 months. A mother panda then searches for a warm, safe haven in a cave or a hollow.
Things are at last looking up for the reunited family.
She creates a home for herself out leaves and branches and gives birth to frail cubs. Frequently, the female bug gives birth to 2 or even 3 cubs, all of whom require care and attention. This is why the mother only feeds 1 child, leaving the others to die. Anyway, enough of the bad, all newborns are cared for thanks to people. Surprisingly, there is a guideline of how to embrace pandas properly. Pandas are born blind, nearly naked, and weighing around 150 grams. Panda babies, unlike other bears, have a thin covering of fur in their bodies that help them develop more comfortably in the environment. By the end of the first month, they develop a black spot on their fur and open their eyes. The panda becomes an adult at the age of 2 and begins to dazzle the world with his attractiveness. Do chameleons realize these creatures are known for? Of course, everyone is aware of the chameleons and the ability to alter their skin color. Everyone believed it was a disguise and the chameleon was hiding from predators or morphing into a hunter and sneak up on its target quietly. But scientists have shown that chameleons do interact with the counterparts in this fashion. When you become green, it's interesting to see how it works. When you turn red, it implies that you've had too much to drink, and when you become green, it means you're going to make a purchase. If you're an expert, please share your knowledge in the comment section below. What exactly are we discussing? What is the best way to convert this communication into human language? So what are we talking about? We'll read it. Oh, baby chameleons. They're egg-laying creatures, and after mating for a few months, she'll deposit the eggs. And after a few days before the event, the female refuses to eat and just drinks water. She got quite anxious and angry throughout this period. That reminds me of a situation in which a single female can lay 10 to 60 eggs and the pregnancy takes 3 to 10 months to complete. Female chameleons can live up to 2 or 3 years, which is essential information to remember. We can attribute women's lower stature to pregnancy and childbirth. Take a look at the final product, a lovely baby chameleon. A nefarious tapir. I'm sure you have never seen this animal before. It appeared to be a pig at first glance. Okay, they're not identical, but they're both around 2.5 meters long and 1 meter tall. The fur colors of these animals aren't particularly varied. They may be identified by their black or white or black and gray hues, which are comparable to pandas' unique colors. The tapir's ears are white at the tips. We can talk about their thick skin, which measures 2.5 centimeters thick. Their benefits are their strength, appeal, and good hearing, but their negatives are their tiny eyes, which makes it difficult for them to see clearly. These animals exhibit unique behavior during the mating season. The female begins the hunt for the male, which is followed by a meeting in which whistles swirl around each other and bite on the sides and the ears. It's possible to be pregnant for up to 14 months. You might wonder why it's taken so long. Yes, it's been a long time, but trust us when the mother gives birth to 1 calf with the colorful patchy fur. It's nothing short of a miracle, I tell you. People prepare a room for the kid after the birth so that he or she can grow in a healthy environment. Elephants, the world's biggest animals, are serious about reproducing. Elephants live in the herds of 12 individuals, and their calves are nearly twice as long as they are, lasting around 22 months. Consider that it's been over 2 years. Elephant births take place in a community created by the females of the herd to shield and surround the mother from harm. Every 3 to 4 years, elephants give birth to calves. Half an hour after it's born, a newborn elephant tries to stand up on its own. Imagine how weary he is after spending 2 years in the womb.
Walk about half an hour after birth, and another 20 minutes later, it can already walk on its own. This is possible due to a long pregnancy. Babies not adapted for life in the wild from the very start would simply not survive. So elephants, like many other large mammals, don't need extra time to fully mature.
It's tough because of its weight, but it's fun to watch for a while. One is a sloth's eye as he tries to to walk for the first time. Don't you see yourself in this animal? This species looks to be similar to a panda, with the same cautious motions. Their paws are rather claws, which resemble hooks, giving them a strange appearance. Some have 3 while the others have only 2 and have a tiny head. A fun fact, sloths prefer to live in the trees, but they do come down to the ground to perform their business. It's very difficult procedure because of their slowness, and they only do it once a week. The birth occurs in the woods. The infant clings to the mother fur after delivery and climbs up on her, while the female grips a tree with her front paws. After 9 months, a baby sloth becomes self-sufficient. And it matures into an adult in around 2.5 years, which may seem too long, but sloths live for a long time in the wild. In reality, they have a lifespan of up to 40 years. Tapir donkey, panda chameleon, elephant, sloth, yes, something is going on. But this one is a rogue donkey. Of course, you are aware of the donkey's presence. It's difficult not to notice it. Have you ever heard of a stubborn donkey? If a donkey refuses to walk, it is weary. What's the matter, donkey? Unlike dogs, horses, and other animals, they are aware of their limits, and when an overload poses a health risk, donkeys will not move till they have rested. Donkeys' pre-marriage began this spring, when females are bearing calves aged 12 to 14 months. A donkey gives birth to a young donkey and nourishes it for around 6 months with its milk. Calves are a hard difficulty rising up on their feet and moving freely due to their large heads and long, slender legs in comparison to their bodies. It appears to be an adorable polar bear, one of the planet's most dangerous and formidable predators. Although this beast looks to be formidable and capable of surviving in its hard environment, when it is born, it is nothing but extreme cuteness. The cubs are blind and weigh less than 1 kilogram when they are born. The female stays with the cubs in a specifically constructed cave for a few months. After a period of up to 1.5 years, the cub becomes self-sufficient and weighs 11 to 15 kilos.
Every 30 minutes, the seals must take a breath. And she'll be waiting.
Bears, like dogs, have a strong need to play. The giraffe is the world's tallest animal. Of course, the animal's record is due to its neck. Aside from its neck, the giraffe possesses a large muscular tongue that is 50 to centimeters in length. An intriguing fact, everyone wonders how giraffes sleep, but it's actually quite simple. They bend their legs beneath themselves, set one aside, and they curl up on a ball when their head on their torso. Giraffes are also sleeping standing up on occasion. Giraffes usually live alone or in small groups. Giraffes are curious creatures. You've probably seen the videos of them poking their noses inside tourist vehicles. Oh my gosh. A woman's pregnancy lasts 14-16 months and she gives birth standing up. This is a difficult task for a calf, considering how it plummet from height of 2 meters. It merely stands a half a meter tall and weighs between 80 and 100 kilos. These snakes can be only found in Asia and Africa. Animals who like being in the sun, they may be found wherever there's a lot of sunlight. Cobras only reproduce once a year and they can lay between 80 and 70 eggs. Eggs are carefully placed in a hidden location, such as a fissure or a mound of leaves. The females protect their clutch as the males sweep up their leaves and a mound of the fronts of their bodies laying around them. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any amazing video from us.